Good time zone, and welcome to my merry band of mayhem. It's good to see you all, and I hope everyone is having a good day so far. We are, I believe, in the middle of the week as well, so it's the way out of the week from here onwards, and yes. Hopefully everybody is feeling okay and having a good day so far. I am currently just hanging out with the armor stands because I was having a little bit of a tweak between streams. And yes, it's also good to see that I think the Squirrel Scurry check-in, now that it's a lot shorter, is a lot better for chat. It's not quite so spammy. But thank you to everyone for checking in. I see we've got quite a lot of people here. We've got a Blast who's been floating around in the background at the beginning. We've got a Shadow Sky and a Frauke. Welcome in, Frauke and Shadow. Let's see. I was going to say congratulations on getting the dishwasher rebuilt, Frauke. Yes, it is that time, Taryn. We're not quite sure what that time is. I'm sure there's a description that probably comes under the heading of mayhem. Let's see. We've got. I think I saw a Cosmic. Yes, we have a Super Cosmic in. Deathly Mini. Scott's and the Armor Stands. Is this my group for the albums? I don't know about that. However, what we do have is. I've got the Armor Poser mod. I now have the ability to make Feg a floating head. No. Oh, that's just wrong. I now have the ability to actually work with armor stands a lot easier. This is just an extension of the armor stands book. It's just a mod that allows you to work with them instead of it. As far as I'm aware, if I take it away, the world stays vanilla. And that's the important bit. All of this is just allowing you to actually tweak things that are available in vanilla. It's just Mojang, in their infinite wisdom, had no idea how to make people have the ability to do this, so they've left it to modders. So yay! Now I can actually work with armor stands. We might be doomed. There may be mayhem ahead. Oh, Cosmic. Oh, my. Keep those thoughts for 3 a.m. Also, I think I forgot to press that button to turn back on game sounds, so let's check. Yep, we have game. I did not ask for snow. Why? Ahem. I refuse to comment on that one, Cosmic, as well. Your body is very tired, so not as well as you could be. Oh, Deathly Mini, look after yourself. Being tired leads to great many things. And is not a good thing. So do take care of yourself, and I hope you feel better soon. Soon? Wow, soon. So one thing I realised is that the No Drama Safety Llama would be incredibly upset by. I need to think about these ones. By the complete lack of safety railing on this bridge. And I think it makes a massive difference to the way that the bridge looks. However, now that I've done it, well, trying is the best you can do, and that is all we can ask for. So, but yeah, take care of yourself. That middle piece doesn't work. However, if I bring the camera count on, that makes a big difference to the way this looks. It also brings it in line a lot with having railings around the estate. Estate? Site. Construction. Doohickey. Thingamajig. One of us knows what I'm talking about, and it probably isn't me. Whoops, wrong account. What that does mean is this is wrong. Her. Estate works. Yeah, that's good. What I might do... Now, I know we can... I know we discussed this yesterday. Katsune, welcome in. I'm wondering if actually this might be the point where we do just have stone in the middle. Oh, hold on. How many do I need? TGM, welcome in. So, 2, 6, and 3. And I think having that in the middle will probably be enough. Where am I? There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Scotsman is losing his marbles. He's singing a Cliff Richard song. Those who remember all of those films will probably think it's quite wrong. Goodness. We're all going on a frozen holiday. Scotsman's madness is quite absurd. Wow. 2 different songs in 12 seconds. Okay, that makes a lot of difference to the way this feels. And I think makes a lot of difference... Hold on. Right. I can't do it. Right, it's only snow. It's only rain. There we are. Okay. I don't do that very often, but I really needed to look at this from without the snow. Okay, that works a lot. That makes a massive difference to the way this feels. I think the next bit is to bring in some of the copper. Because that's the other... Well, I don't know. Do I need copper? You won't get away with this copper. Apologies for the traffic noises. I've got windows open. It's too danged warm not to. I wonder if the problem here is that I'm looking at things. I wonder if I should be having something down the middle here. Who needs 5 and 0? What's 5 and 0? Hello, Foxy. I wonder. Why wonder? Ooh, that might actually not be too... Ooh, matron. I wonder if, actually, a way of making this better might be to embrace the trapdoors. American slang for police. Right. What if we let those age up so that they're sort of this level, maybe one beyond it, and actually just have that? It gets us the copper, it gets us a slightly wider central column, and it might actually make things quite a lot more interesting. I'm looking at that and thinking, that might be all we need. Although the other possibility is, what if we just what if we add those to the outside as well? How is it darkening already? Here. I think the exterior one might be too much. Either that or it might need something at the bottom of it. No, I think for the moment I don't like the outside ones. It adds too much. Hey, what do you know? I managed to actually retrieve those without falling off the cliff. Woohoo! Let's build the other half of this. That way we can see what this looks like. I'm going to leave you here for a minute, Foxies, which means I'm going to have a half slab missing, but I can live with that for the moment. Yeah, let's get the back half of this in and see what it looks like. The other possibility might be swapping these for the gratings and getting rid of some of the solidness. Oh, and we have a hydrate. And a stretch. Thank you to Blast and Shadow for those. Ooh, up we get. Just a little bit of stretching noises. Right. Thank you for those, and everybody else, remember to look after yourself. Okay. I don't need the wood anymore. I do need more tough. Right, so you, and you go back in here. Let's get the 3 of these into place. Should I? Actually, that might be a sensible. Yeah. How is everybody doing today, though? I know that I've sort of asked that in a totally different way, but I'm going to ask it again just because. Just because my train of thought is going blah 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 blah, as it tends to do. Blah 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 tequila. Existing. Oh. Well, existing is better than not, so I consider that to be a good thing, at least, Taryn. I'm glad you do exist. Indeed. Yes. Thank you, Tilk. Had an after repairs nap and a good dinner. Also good news from an old insurance claim. Feeling pretty decent right now. That's good. Doing good. Played a bit of the new update yesterday and enjoying the ghast balloon. Ooh. I have had a look at whether or not I can upgrade to that yet. And so far, my mod list, which is things like lithium and... well, actually, mostly it's lithium and shaders, is currently saying, no, mate, you can't. But I suspect probably in about 3 days I probably could. Although I do wonder whether or not the armor stands mod will catch up fast enough for me to be able to... we see. We will see. And your thesis is making its way through your life, which is nice. In fact, the professor asked like 20 questions on the research methods, which is like 4 pages. No, better for them to ask it now than during the Viva. If they ask questions now, then it allows you to actually strengthen the paper and make sure that it covers the things that people are going to be interested in. And that is a good way of making the paper better, Blast. Think of it that way round, and hopefully it's a good sign. Welcome into Tor. Referencing... yes, exactly, 70 to 90. Welcome into Wolf. Fantastic to see you both. So, yeah. I know it's difficult to cope, or difficult to get through a review like that, but it's even harder to get through the review later. So, hopefully having the review conversations early will benefit you a lot more. You know that, and try to make yourself comfortable with the comments. It's just that so many referencing is needed for it. It's... oh, goodness, yes. I mean, it could be worse. You could be like a couple of state legislators in the US who managed to submit documentation that referenced a whole heap of stuff that didn't exist. So, whoopsie. And you're working on creative planning. Creative planning is the thing that gets you towards the fun stuff. So, good luck with the creative planning, and we look forward to what comes after. Yeah, there are far too many people who are failing to pay enough attention to what they're submitting to things nowadays. I'm going to put that there because I can. Could be worse. Could be the lawyer that used AI to write his case, including non-existent. Yeah. That one, I believe the lawyer got a severe telling off from the judge. Except this project has nearly 500 shulkers worth of materials. And I will collect 500 shulkers, and I will collect 500 more just to build this madness that I'm designing in creative forevermore. La da da da, la da da da. I'm going absolutely crazy now. La da da da, la da da da. Why am I building such a maddening thing? Ooh, even worse, Tor. Yes. Weekly low BST. And I'll try and catch it with a just local. We have a Pokemon in chat, for those remembering. Basically, got it in a nutshell, because after this you're working on the Pride District creative planning. Ooh, even better, Wolf. That will probably be great fun. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. And I'm sure quite a lot of other people do, too. Let's see, what do we got here? I wonder how the madness stats is looking like. Oh, let's see. What would you be interested in most? Times mind? Times you? Yikes. So apparently I've used 350,000 dirt. And I've used 215,000 stone, 61,000 stone bricks. You know, these numbers feel low. 37,000 cobble? I wonder if my stats got reset at some point. I mean, 7... Which bit? What am I misreading? So far you've got 14 massive flags that require 300 or so stacks each. Yikes. Not enough space for the number of deaths. Oh, that's low. Number of deaths, 9. No, that actually feels about right. I think we might actually be fairly close to reality with that. 104 raids triggered. 98 won. Slight disparity there. And total time played 126 days. That's total time played. Oh, ow. And remember, I don't AFK on this world. All of that is active time. Oh. 60,000 trades. That sounds about right. I use I use a lot of emeralds and a lot of iron trades to get them. Put another one of those there. Then one cursed head in Lotus's possession from the mod head pack, activating on you when the Wither murdered you after you put the Wither under the wrong end portal. Oops. Yikes. You gotta be careful with those end portals and then Wither. Wither? When the Wither blows is falling in the wind. I don't really know what the Wither is going to do. Is it when the Wither will? Ah. Past that, you've yet to be murdered by anyone else in Umbra. Woohoo! Logged your first Christmas ale into the warehouse. Given the... yeah, that feels about right. Have a good luck, Blast, and take care of yourself. Given that that's probably going to have to sit in a warehouse and start stacking up. What do you call it? Oh... ow. Blast. I'm going to read that out despite the pain that it's causing me. What do you call a dead company? A corpseration. Oof. That hurts. It hurts. The pain. The pain. The agony. The inhumanity. I can't place on top of the block there. There isn't a block there to place on top of yet. Scots, would you mind actually focusing on the build for a second? It does help. Yeah. This is so that I can compare it against this to see whether this looks better than that, because I'm not sure about this or that, or t'other. One or t'other is going to stay. Ooh, caught it. Hello, Raven. Good time zones. How are you feeling? And are you okay? Gonna be lurking most of stream, unfortunately due to meetings. Yeesh. Okay, well, that... Doing much better today. Oh, that's Hopefully that's from the painkillers as opposed to the other half of the drugs. But hey, if it works, it works. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna need the tough walls for that. I'm trying to be consistent-ish in my material. Blah blah blah. Yes. I'm trying to make it so that the materials feel like they follow through in straight sort of patterns of materials. Let's see what trims to use. Yay for trims. I am going to have to spend some time. So, train of thought time. I need to probably spend some time in the next few days starting to go through all the trims and adding them to all of the armor in the Guild Rush world, because at least one of the advancements is apply every trim to every type of to an armor, which is just going to be painful. Hey, Sci-Fi. Why? There's about 28 trims. Is it 28? Might be, actually no, I think it's 20. 20 trims is just painful. You're designing Japanese Oriental style armor. Ooh. That sounds much more fun. Then again, most of the Blazing Caves mod pack is. Why? Yes. That reminds me, I forgot to trigger setting these back live. So, that one. For that moment when you ask, why is my fox flying? That wasn't what I was planning on asking, but it seems an appropriate question to ask. Hi, fox. Have you learned how to ignore gravity? Yep. Apparently, you're now being held down by the leash. It's a flying fox. Doesn't look anything like a squirrel. Hello, True Purple. Welcome in. You just figured out what your main gear is going to be? Ooh, lovely. Not sure you'll use copper. Eh. You gotta work out what you want. Oh, apparently the fox has decided it wants to actually touch ground again. Oh, I've got 5 spare. Well, that could have been worse. Don't think I've got any room in here for that, though. Yeah, that's one of those. 2 chests to the right. Gonna leave a lurk, have a lawn that needs mowing. Oh, goodness. Well, hopefully the lawn won't be too evil to mow, and thank you for the lurk, True Purple. Mow, mow, mow your lawn gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 Scotsman's lost its marbles. Glam Pixie, welcome in. And we're doing well already. We're up to 17 squirrels. And Ritsu taking it up to 18. Welcome in, Ritsu. So, yeah, at this rate, I'm going to go bankrupt. 19. Fantastic. Do, 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 do. Dun, ba, da, bum. And Elkhorn. Welcome in, Elkhorn. Adding to the scurry. We're up to 20 already. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's go with this. And sci-fi adding to the count. I really am happy that for all the jokes I make about going bankrupt, honestly, I love the fact that you will do this and the amount that it actually does add to charity, so thank you so much. Factorio's rocket loading algorithm. Ooh. It's been a long time since I've played Factorio. I'm going to put that there and immediately forget where I put it, probably. Do I have... Oh, yes. No, I did. Fantastic. And I do need one of... Let's go with one of those. It is a Feg. Welcome into Feg. And we have a Pokemon in chat. Weekly, low BST. Well done. Thank you, Frauke. The Frauke information system, everybody, being amazing as always. Oh, I need another stair. Nope. Oh, hey, I caught something. Woohoo! Meanwhile, today was slightly exhausting because it was my first day back at work from being ill. Thankfully, it was all done remotely, and my manager is in the mood to make sure that I do not overexert myself. So that's fantastic. You decided to start a very lightly modded game because you've not played the Space Age DLC at all, given the rest of them are modded games. Well, never even... Yes. I have strong memories of... I have strong memories of Research Pack 3 doesn't exist, or whatever it was. Science Pack 3. Actually, was it 3 or 2? Because I know I know it got very silly very quickly for you. But yeah, getting back to work is good for me. If for nothing else, it kind of copes with... I was starting to climb the walls a little bit. Okay, have we... Dang it, I missed one. Was... Oh, no, that was there. No, this side's done. Okay, that is both sides of the bridge built. Let's have a look at how that works. Okay, I don't think we want to add anything more to the middle. I am curious. Oh, I think I like it with the gratings more than I like it with the solid copper blocks. I think the gratings possibly make it look a little bit more open, but equally also embrace the style a bit better. Welcome in, Dragon. Good to see you. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the gratings. More meetings back later. Hopefully the meetings won't be too bad, Raven, and take care of yourself. And I don't know why I didn't just half that stack whilst picking it up. And I know you can't see what I'm doing because I've just realised you can't see what I'm doing. Turns off the webcam that isn't hooked up. What's a webcam? Actually, I have a webcam. Actually, I have several. I think we need to have these age, but once they have aged, I think this is going to look a lot better. Yeah. I am tempted to take the copper gratings back by 1 tier, however. Do I have any of that? Nope, wrong window. Wrong account. What if I use the exposed copper as opposed to the... Do I have any of that? No. Well, I've got 2. Heavens forbid anyone wouldn't see this mug. The only mug that I have right now is the Creeper Chaos mug from the merch for for Thingamajig. Guild Rush, that's the one. I guessed. We really need a copper level that is midway between this and this. It's just not fair. And because I was obviously upset about the total inability of the copper to be what I want it to be, it yeeted itself out the window. Well done, copper. I'm okay. I'm just upset at the copper. And I always love a hug from you, Cosmic. Yeah, that middle point would be really useful, wouldn't it, Feg? Live another day. The solution to most of life's problems: defenestration. That's what you need if you wanna know the West. You wanna know the West. I know defenestration's what you need. Right. So the next problem on what do we do with the Bridge of Wise is what do we do about a roof? What do we do for a roof? Material shape may end up being just fairly flat, I think. Oh, and Heil Hydrate. I usually started with the roof. What happened? In this instance, I seriously needed to figure out the shape of the building to work out where the roof needed to be. And a stretch of... well, ow. I would also point you at massive building, massive building. I've got walls that have no roof and floors that have no ceiling. And yet you know that there's going to be a lot of situations where I will build things in any order that doesn't make sense. Sometimes you start with a roof, sometimes you start with an outline, sometimes you start with something the size of that. I love the fact that that's my sketch. It's like, here, have a sketch. Now fill it in and turn it into a building. Wait, what? Yeah. But why? On a scale from 1 to ouch. Followed by up, down, left, right, A, B, hey, Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Oi. Hey, Macarena. Actually, that's verging more in the direction of Rubber Biscuit from the Blues Brothers. Rubber Biscuit. Green macaroni. I look nothing. Good impression of The Who, if they'd covered that. That works too. I still think it was getting in the direction of Rubber Biscuit. We got a flying fox again. I am definitely going to have flying foxes as part of the final build. I think they're adorable. Flying fox of the yard. Yeah, something like that. So I've got 2, 3. Yeah, I've got 3 possible choices for the roof. Well, this has turned from I don't think copper is a good trim on netherite to I now have 10 options of regular gear to swap around with. The joys of I've started tinkering and now I can't make my mind up. So, a needle pulling thread, la di da di da di da. Here in the frozen wilderness, we find a flying fox and a silver fox squirreling together. I could either go for warped wood, or I could go for copper, or I'm tempted to go for pale wood. Go for white, so that it looks like it's... and basically embrace the fact that it's going to look like it's been snowed on. I'm tempted to go with the pale wood, and maybe go with the copper on the underside. It all looks really good. Yeah. Pale oak. I'm tending in the direction of the pale oak with the possibility of the copper on the inside. So that I go for two-tone. Interior to make it look like it's copper, and exterior, the pale oak, to make it look like it's been snowed on. Because why make it easy for myself when I can really make it look good? This calls for science! There is always room for science. Fortunately, we have a decent supply of pale oak. Because somebody around here was chopping down a lot of the trees. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's go with that. I'd like to climb the stairs, thank you. Sure. Sure, Miss Moneypenny. Do we... Let's go with a little bit of an arch to it. Oh, and we have an event Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in trying to catch it all. These are half slabs? You see, if this was half a slab higher, I could get away with having it so that... yeah. Exactly. Adam Savage and Jamie Heineman. At their best. I'm fairly sure that was a quote from when they were trying to do... That was either from the... Would you be saved by a Tauntaun? Or from the... Could Jack have been saved from drowning by Rose? Is it Rose? What's the name of the lass who... from... I've never watched Titanic. Yes, Rose. Okay. Every time I think of Rose, I just keep thinking of Doctor Who. At which point my brain is like, no, wrong Rose, dude. Woohoo! Ooh, Dragon got a stone out of that one as well. Ooh, we have a screeny. Ooh, those look nice. Ooh. Hey, Landstrad, welcome in. Also, that reminds me, I need to make a statement. Actually, I'm just going to keep that like that. For those who may... Yes, you also heard Rose and immediately thought Doctor Who. Yeah, exactly. You never saw that. I didn't accidentally mine the block from underneath me. I was going to make another statement. Oh, yes. This is a public service announcement. For those who have been following the mayhem, the chaos, and all of the absolutely awesomeness that has been going on during Guild Rush, we have reached and passed the $1,000, slight difference, donation challenge. As a result, I am now no longer in control of what I am building for the next 6 months between July and December. This means there is a poll taking place in Discord where people can express their preferences of the major topic and theme that I will be building. This has several different options and opportunities, all of which are going to result in absolute mayhem. We have, from the top, the opportunity to continue Gordonstein and Gordonstein Ward. We have Jurassic World, a steampunk area involving airships, probably having great fun with the new Happy Ghast, and mapping of the world. We have an ancient city renovation for those who want to see me try and murder myself repeatedly. We have an actual nether tunnel network for those who have gotten bored of seeing me flying into Netherrack repeatedly. For those who really think that I'm insane, a Scope Creep Castle. Or, if you wish, you can suggest your own opportunities. This ends the public service announcement. Actually, no it doesn't. I should say there will be a 1-week period where you can vote on multiples of these and select to reduce this list to a smaller number. There will be a second week where a final choice will be made. Thank you for your interest and for the chaos that's about to happen. Is there an option that says yes? Given that you can vote for everything, yes. And welcome in, Urban. Thank you for joining us. So, yes. It is going to be interesting. What happens at the next donation milestone? I don't have a clue. Maybe I add significant numbers of, excuse me while I run for the hills, noise elements. Have a good luck, Glam Pixie. Allowing you to trade in channel points or other things to try and go for jump scares. I don't know. That one is under the heading of not sure. What? That doesn't feel right. No, that's right. I think if we reach the next milestone, my brain will melt at the concept of just the fact that everybody is ridiculously awesome. I mean, you're already ridiculously awesome. Why am I trying to eat a piece of pale oak? I was actually aiming for the cooked pork chop. Okay. I like the exterior of that. It gives me sort of everything has been snowed on feel. And if I add a whole load of well, we can always hope, Taryn. I plan on adding a load of snow onto this to make it look a lot more snowy. But not Tintin. Ooh, speaking of which, LEGO have just approved their next ideas selections, and one of them was to make the the rocket from Tintin Goes to the Moon, which is one of those. Okay, interesting choice, dudes. Foxy, you look like you're a little bit stuck. Would you mind? Would you like a? There you are. Have an escape. Have some good nice foods. Wow, good nice. I hope you enjoy your food, Feg. Good nice foods. Wow. Yeah, I think I deserved that dictionary. Let's go for the... Wait, that one's waxed, that one isn't. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the waxed ones because I think it would be nice to actually have this one stay copper. Right. I do. Well, that's just... Well, that's just fluffed that idea up. No. That might actually not be terrible. Oh. Then again, it might be if I do that. How is that different to... Ah, there's a half slab missing. Dang it. Something tells me that Fox is going to perpetually be stuck underneath a... Nope, wrong side. Underneath a trapdoor. Now that I've gotten the build this far. Yeah, you just keep getting stuck under that trapdoor. I'm going to have to move you in a minute. The only bit I'm not happy with is this bit. Because that this whole section feels too low. Which means I don't think the copper's going to work, which is a shame. So maybe the inside should be... What should it be? Because I don't think the pale oak is the right thing for the inside. I wonder if dark oak would look good. That's definitely not dark oak. Neither's that. Because the dark oak also means that we have trapdoors, which means that we can get back to having a thin layer, like so, and then get a thick layer. And so the sanity is missing from all of this build. We have no smacking clue what Scott's is on. He's lost his marbles. Oh, fiddle snarks. Jambalaya for lunch. It's a takeaway kind of day. Ooh, that sounds nice. Okay. There's definitely some blocks that I need to pick up. But apparently I already have. Well, that's useful. I think this might actually work quite nicely with the dark oak. It helps, yeah, it helps this feel like it's... Oh, yeah, of course. It helps it feel like it's... Yeah. There is a train of thought here, and I can't remember the word I'm looking for. It helps it feel like it is actually not just quite... Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I'm trying to say, except for the fact that it helps it feel like something. Don't you agree? I should also remove the snow from the floor. And we will need to light this up. So I need some light sources in here as well. Which might be candles or something. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if I have those. That might work. Let's get some more of the dark oak trapdoors to finish the ceiling. Nope, this one. Oh hey, I've got more warped stem in here. Does that refill? Almost. Hunter, welcome in. No audio is working overtime at clients. Had to make sure you got this. And since there's no audio, I will respond in text. 18, I think should be enough. And thank you for the work, Lurk. But more importantly, thank you for the 100 stream streak. Which is positively bonkers and absolutely amazing. That's all, folks. Weekly low BST. Thank you, Frauke. Oh, that makes so much difference. Yep, we need to get the snow on the roof. And I think this is where pale oak leaves are going to come into play as well. Dragon, thank you for joining the scurry as well. Pale oak leaves, snow, yeah, pale oak leaves. Ooh, I caught it. Snowy snow. And snowy snow. Snow, snow, snow. They are absolutely amazing. I have had so much fun with pale oak as a material. It just adds so much to a build. I also would like to use some of the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna use bits of snow to make this look like it's really got snowed in as well in a couple of places. I want to use some of the pale oak hanging moss underneath this to make it look like it's actually sort of slightly iced over in places as well. Can I place... No, I can't. I can if I turn that into a solid block, though. So I actually need some more of the dark oak half slabs to allow me to actually turn blocks into blocks. And this is why I wanted a material under the material, so that I can actually turn it into a material. Yeah, that makes sense. No. No, I don't get that back. Oh well. I'm in an area where there's tons of snow. It's not going to make a lot of difference to lose one or two. No, that wasn't what I wanted. I actually wanted to do you. And... you become that. Yes. Yes, but here... that one needs to be snow. Solid block, yes. Some of these sections are going to end up with snow on them anyway, because at the moment it snows, there's just going to be snow on them. Ooh, I'm out of... wrong side! Did not mean to leap off the building in that direction. It was that point where Scotsman realised he defenestrated himself off the roof in the wrong direction. Wait, defenestration goes out a window. Off a roof doesn't have a window usually. Oh well. Yes, I yeeted myself from the roof. Into the ocean with you. That and that I'm going to take out. And do that and that. That one I'm going to leave as is... this one. Because I'm going to work on the assumption that it would pile up at the edges. Nah, that's the wrong one. I'm going to assume that the snow would pile up close to the building, where it would be a bit more sheltered as well. Kind of wish I could put some here, but I can't. Well, what if I take that out and just do this in a couple of these? Hi, Fox. Let's not do that. Pretend that I actually didn't realise that was such a terrible mistake. Oopsie. I'm just going to get snow no matter what. Anything that gets snow no matter what I want to control. Because if I don't, then it'll just get snow and it'll look terrible. Really want... yeah. So... oh, that's... yeah. Unless I come through and put in some pale moss to light up the roof a little, which probably would be a good idea. Let's tape this through a little bit, though. Buddy. I'm going to do that, and we'll work out how to join that into something when we landscape the living heck out of this area. Poor old Foxy. You're stuck again, aren't you? I got to move these foxes. The poor things are getting stuck in a trapdoor. Right, that gives me a snowy snow, roofy snow thingy. There's even some words in there that's not helpful. Right, I don't have any pale moss. How do I not have any pale moss? Ah, there we are. Pale hanging moss. Woohoo! Take out that. If it's not too deep, as in if there's not 2 layers of snow, or is it 3 layers of snow? Either 2 layers or 3 layers of snow makes something spawn proof. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, but without 2 or 3, it's not going to be spawn proof. Meaning I have to make it spawn proof through other means. Namely, lighting up my builds. Hashtag light your builds. Which I'm also going to do in other ways. Right. Kind of surprised I had those. Snow layers, we can go back. What if the build is really heavy? That would be lighten your builds, not light your builds. Kind of surprised I had a set of shears in there. Oh well. He ain't heavy, he's my build man. That, yep. A little bit there. I'm trying to figure that one out as well, Raven. I was hoping that as the copper on the inside ages, it'll look better and make it a bit more solid, but I'm not sure. I did have trapdoors on the outside and it looked wrong. But maybe trapdoors on the columns. Oh well, that means I've got to take that out. Dang it. Trapdoors on the column side. On the side of the column. Might possibly. I forgot to try the sides of the column. I only did the outside of the column. Thank you for the thought, Raven. No, I don't want to do all 4 sides. It looks terrible if you do the outside. That's the problem. At which point it already looks terrible because it doesn't reach the bottom. That slab is needed to make this look like the right shape, but without it, I don't like it now. I don't like it. It just looks wrong. Could it become a stair instead? The problem is, maybe. Let's try it with a stair. Don't have a stair in the right material. I could. Alright. Okay, that solves the bit where it looks like it's floating. I really need these to age. I may have to set up a small David somewhere. Just to get the copper trapdoors to 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 2, 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Oh, and we have an event Pokemon for anyone who might want it. Let's just do 3, but it's a mini copper trapdoor aging system. They are unwaxed. It's just the problem is copper trapdoors seem to take 3 eternities to age. I like that. I think that might work. I think that might work. I don't want to put them on the front because then you've got the problem or the issue of trying to blend them in. Which is turning into a right nightmare. I mean, I'm already not sure about what to do with these. Because these, it just stops abruptly. I kind of feel like I need something here. But equally, if I put that, I'm not sure what the something is. Other than a flying fox, because those are cool. Right, what do I need? Oh, you're missing a half slab. Well, I might as well move that half slab to the left. It's a slab to the left, and then a jump to the right. Put your copper on the floor. What? Sudden base jumping, wandering trader. I just saw him suddenly land. And he's off. Where's he going? He's already lost a llama. This wandering trader's gone downhill. Hell yeah, sir. You seem to be in a hurry. Horn coral block. Mission Impossible Llama Dangler. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's you know, I'm not entirely. Hey, Lotus, welcome in. Why would I wax the copper on the floor? Ooh, mini stickin'? Mini sticky piston. Other than the mini sticky pistons, which I think I've already got, I don't see anything I really... He's got places to be. He's got places to be and llama to dangle. Da-la, 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 llama, da-da-da. How are you feeling, Lotus? Oh, I was going to get... what was I going to get? I was going to get rid of those and grab one of those. And... oh. Fiddle snarks. One of those. His EB fever has got... yay for the fever going. Thank goodness for that. I am so glad that that's gone for you. Does your llama dangle low? Does it bounce to and fro? Can you bungee jump with it? Can you throw it off a cliff? Wow, that... Hey, Hide. Welcome in. Have you met the dangler? The number of times I have encountered llamas being thrown off a cliff by this bloke. It is what he does. He also causes them to bungee jump, and he will use them as yo-yos. Oh, that's a thunderstorm. I'm getting out of that one. Close the door. Hello, Void. Don't mind me. I'm going to hide from the thunderstorm. One question. Do I have enough Gordons available? I currently have 3 Gordons. We checked yesterday. So unless you happen to be planning on purchasing 4 Gordons simultaneously, which would be quite impressive, haven't met one who physically throws them off a cliff. I have. They're rotten little blighters. I think we even have a couple of Ravagers in the Ravager recruitment queue. Just in case somebody happens to have 90k points coming up. Good idea. Change of plans. I am good at changing my plans. Mostly because I don't know what I'm doing at the best of times. How about 32.5k? Ooh. You're getting close there, Lotus. Are you aiming for a Ravager? I'm going to put one of these here and here on both sides. Well, that's interesting. That seemed to unfuts a fox. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? What? Weather Boy? Weather Boy? What the heck? Excuse me, but why? Ignore. Uh-huh. I'd like my copper to age. It's not aging fast enough. It's only aging by 1 second per second. Sorry. What? Right. Which ones are these? Aha! You're a solid block. Which means you're not, but you are. Game rule. Random tick speed 300. I could. I really could. But equally, maybe not. Could I take a close look at the outside of the center pillar that I've got the side trapdoors on? Probably needs cam view. Of course. Give me 2 seconds to finish placing this. I can't place it where I wanted to. There. Camel clock. Does that help? Yes, I know I'm missing a trapdoor. It's because I'm hoping that they're all going to age a bit quicker over here. So that I can actually have some aged crap doors. Oh, that's a mental fart. I mean, they are. Yes, I want my rusty trapdoors. Oh, God. Wait, I need to hide in a corner. I am so sorry. Aged crap, also known as most code bases you've worked on in your career. Exactly. Think about what you've done. This is what happens when my brain and you and chat interact. I try and interact with chat, and my brain decides to not cope. Oh, I can't. Woo! Right. We have a distraction. Woohoo! Also known as a new Gordon. To Gordonstein! My mouth goes a mile a minute, my brain doesn't. No, my brain only goes at half a meter per second. To Gordonstein! Hey ho, hey ho, it's off to Gordonstein we go. Oh, and we have a Heil Hydrate. Heil Hydrate. And a stretch as well. Thank you, Taryn. Here we find the... Oh, streamer... Ooh, that was a shoulder. Streamer gotchi. Everyone, remember, you must look after yourselves. Great, now I sound a bit more like he who shall not be named than myself there. Scotty Mort. Yeah. Ooh, and this is why I need... This is why building proper nether tunnels is on the list of options for control what Scotsman's brain... Scotsman's brain? Control what Scotsman's build is going to be. The no-nos, dude. Yes, yes. High in the hills is a random Scotsman throwing himself off of a cliff. Whee! Right. First things first, we need to get Hideha... Oh! It's a multiple Gordon moment. Woohoo! Make it 2. 2 Gordons. Hey, Black Lad. There are rumours that my brain does actually work. Nobody's quite sure what it works on. It is thought to possibly be an incredibly out-of-date operating system. Make that 3 Gordons. I do believe that actually clears me out of Gordons. I will need to do some recruitment. I'm also fairly sure that none of you have previously Hello. Have previously recruited, so I think I need new books for everybody. No one can control Scotsman's brain. Not even Scotsman. 1, 2, 3 Gordons, Hello. Right. So, first up is Hidehunk. Okay, yep, definitely don't have a book for Hidehunk. So let me just check on my structure. That's a Ravager. Okay, cute. Loopy only has a Ravager. Hunter, I know, has... yes, there we are. Okie dokie. Okay. Hi-oh, Commander Scott. The SSF are on holidays for Pride. Seems a perfectly good time for them to take a break. Too far. Helps if you actually have numlock switched off. Thank you, Scotsman. 06, 18. Oh, no, hold on. On, off. I don't know whether I'm turning things on or off around here. I feel the quote board increasing. Yeah. Right, so that's Hidehunk's book added. I need a quick nap because it is getting dark outside. That's a trapdoor, Scots. Well done. Right. The mark of a well-trained Gordon. They always want hugs. Hug. Hello. Hug. JK. Just double check that Lotus Wanderer doesn't have a... Yep. Okay. They get a rotation of 1 month in space, 2 months planet side, and June, October, and December are holidays. I mean, that's a fairly good rotation schedule. Lotus. What did I just put for Hidehunk? 7 or 6? Six. Thank you. 6 is going to be the building over the top of the Ravager stables that we built recently. 225, 06, 18. So that's squishy. And... oh, goodness. Blackclad, you only just fit on the page. Oh, Lord. That's going to make issues with the sign indicating your recruitment. But we'll cross that bridge after we've burnt it. Or built it. I'm not quite sure which way round. Blackclad for the sign. Yes, yes. That makes sense. Thank you, Blackclad. Building 6. And for those wondering why I go with the just text, just numbers rather than with a hyphen, it's because I don't have the space to put the hyphens in when doing those. Right, let us head for the recruitment block. There's a llama up a cliff, or up a tree. Stardate 20250618. Yes. To the recruitment center. Oh. I have to do this in... Oh, this is going to be interesting. Hello, gentlemen. Right, first problem. Name tags. Fortunately, we went shopping recently, and I have 11. Do not put all 3 name tags in simultaneously. Just double check that I've... Yep. So we have Hidehunk. Squishy. You even moved up on the marble board and he didn't even mention it. Oh, goodness. You did blame Carrot and he hates it. Oh, Count Gordanula. Sounds like he should be providing me with all sorts of cereal. Right. Hello. That way. Right. Hello. Would you mind going that way a little bit for me? Thank you. I need to put that away before I forget it. And pick this back up before I lose it. I don't have enough end chests. I need to spend some time sorting that out. Right, we need rails. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, and the other thing I went in there for. I need a boat. Hello. Right. You, sir. Would you mind getting in the boat like a well-trained Gordon that you are? Sir. That's, well, I take it back. You did get in the boat. Congratulations and thank you. I'm going to close the doors behind me. And this one's Hidehunk. So, clearly Hidehunk is a bit of a joker. I know, isn't it just? I mean, we've got, we have precedents of other people being named by people. Although, actually, that one's a Ravager that's named after somebody. So, now we need Squishy the Ravager. That will confuse Squishy even more. Uh-oh. Right. I need to adjust my llama defense system. Because these guys are gearing up for attacking me. I can see it in their beady eyes behind those masks. Actually, that means I don't need this section. Yeah, I don't need that bit. These guys were going to come over here and spit at this brand new Gordon before he even had the opportunity to get into life. Can we agree to name the Gordons juniors for clarity? Junior is shortened than the Gordon. I mean, we have a long history of calling them Gordons. But we can call this one Hidehunk Jr. Right. I hear a Ravager. I keep forgetting that there are actually Ravagers below me. Oh hey, I actually did number this one 6. I'm actually surprised by myself having the correct building number here. Right. Let's take that out. Hi. You're going to make my life difficult in a minute, aren't you? Let's take that out. Right. That was surprisingly easy. There we are. I do find it surprising when things go well. Call me, you can tell I've worked with pillagers and ravagers for a very long time. When things work well and simply, I assume that there's something gone wrong, or about to go wrong. Well, we're not quite finished yet, Hidehunk. We have. We actually have your armor stand to go with your Gordon, where any future armor that you purchase will be stored as well. Pessimistic. Thank you, Raven. That's the word I was completely failing to remember. I should have been more optimistic about what information was lost in my head. Right, that's one Gordon into place. Now we just have to do that twice more. Do, 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 do. Okay. You. I think you need to be next. Let me just check I've got the track layout right. Yep, that looks good. Is Old Betsy a Ravager? No, Old Betsy is basically you purchase... that doesn't work, does it? It is where you are purchasing effectively a crossbow. It comes from the oops, Comes from the achievement firing an old Betsy. Where do you go? I've lost you. Ah, I see we're going this way today. Take 2. That's better. Right. Time to boat 'em. Sir, we need you in the boat. This is disturbing. You know what this means? Number 3 is going to be absolute chaos mayhem. Count Gordonula. Although Squishy still has the opportunity to be even more chaotic in a minute. Need another 15k for armor. Afraid so. Though you do get to choose all of the colours of the armor and so forth. Hey, Feg. We had 3 Gordons purchased. So that's what you missed. We have now added Hidehunk. We are currently in the process of adding Squishy. And then once we've done that, we have Count Gordonula. For Hidehunk, Lotus Wanderer, and the Blacklad Wanderer, in that order. I will point out, the prices on these are deliberately chosen so that it's basically a channel points sink. I needed a way of getting rid of large amounts of channel points for people. Unlike Lawn moved, and I'm going to assume mowed as well. Although you could have moved your lawn. I'm not quite sure where you moved it to. Right. Getting rid of 1,000,000 points at a time would appeal to me. Ahem. You're going to hold me to that one, aren't you? We'll sort that out in a minute. Of course. Oh dear. Right. Let's see what happens to you. Okay. Just keep spinning, just keep spinning. You spin me round, round, spin me right round, like a Gordon in a mine cart. Spin me right round. Okay. Squishy. Has been delivered. You're still working on it. You're still 11k shy of 300,000. Good lord. And that's after Raven has purchased a Ravager and a few other things. Hey, Squishy. There we are. Squishy has an armor stand as well now. And the item frames are where your weapons go when you purchase them. So that's where the old Betsies go. I have chosen to basically say that old Betsy can be a weapon of your choice as appropriate. Which is after 3 Gordons with some armor upgrades and 3 Ravagers. Yes, Raven has been particularly scary with Ravagers. Believe me, the number of times I have been chased by Ravagers, it's quite impressive. It put me in good stead for being able to survive. Is it floor 10 of the dungeon in Guild Rush, which is the Ravager one? And, yep, there's the trump. I swear, putting that variable gap on it means that it manages to get me every time. No, I need you to... There we are. Right. Time for number 3. Are you going to be, No. Do you ever get that feeling that I've been moving around Gordons, pillagers, and other things far too many times? As somebody else was saying yesterday, they view that wardens are like kittens that nibble on their toes now. I fear for the day that I actually think of wardens that way. I seriously fear for that day. Because that'll mean that that by then Feg has probably fallen over laughing repeatedly at the amount of damage that I have to go through before I learn how to do that. Have a good meeting, Raven, and take care. Thank you for joining us. I saw that cow and thought it was a random roaming Gordon. You're sure? Did I say wither? If you have a banner, can you give your Gordon a banner? Yes. That when you purchase a banner, that is immediately considered as an option to just give those to your Gordons for no extra cost. That is covered as part of the banner options. For the sole and simple reason, it looks good, and I don't see any point in charging you extra for something that you've already paid for, effectively. Is it in hand or item frame? Oh, it goes in their hands. They will hold a banner. It's fantastic. It's something we found purely by accident, but they will hold and wave a banner. I'll show you in a minute. We've got several that are already holding them. It's the only thing we've worked out that you can give a... Well, that's not the modern way. It's channel points. It's not like I'm really charging people for things. Other than the amount of time that they're paying by watching. Huh. That was... I'm still waiting for something to go wrong. What did we say to go for this? Did we just go with Blacklad? Why do I feel like we've had this happen already? Blackclad, yes. And I stuffed up my ordering. There we are. So here we are. 3 new armor stands for people. Thank you so much for that. And what I will do is I will swap to Pretty's mode in this account. Come on, you can load. And huh. Okay, apparently I can't see names if I get rid of my my UI. So let me get the Totem of Undying out of the way. So here we have Count Gordanula. And Hidehunk. And Squishy. Thank you for joining us today. And there you are. You have new Gordons delivered and sat out. Well, I think Gordanula might have to have a little bit of an extension. But all delivered into the barracks blocks. Ooh, what I do need to do is... Do I have... No, I don't. At some point, I will need to replace those 3 mine carts in the recruitment center. But then again, I need to replace the Gordons in the recruitment center because we are currently out of Gordons. That's always a fun thing to do. Yay. That might be a Friday job where we go recruiting. At which point we end up with the with the joys of me getting chased by a large number of pillagers over the hills and far away. Good night, Blast. Take care and look after yourself as well. Always fun to see Scots get chased. Oh my. Right. And our last action of the recruitment phase. H-I-K. Here we are. So... Hidehunk will go on this bookcase. Bookcase. Over there. Let's see. Lotus. L-I... L-A... Landstrad. Yeah, Little Red Demon. Lotus Wanderer. Goes on this bookcase. That works. And... do we go with... I think we'll go with Blackclad, which means that goes in the B's. Aldibar, Blast Jordan, AS. So, Blackclad goes here, which would put him just to the left of Blast Jordan. And there we are. Now we have all of the books in our recruitment documentation. So this is the other element of this. This is my notes and recruitment documentation. This is where I keep track of... Wait a minute. Ahem. Blackclad had already recruited things. I'm a nerd. I'm a derp. I'm a derp. That's a complete derp. I'm going to take off that. I'm going to take the book out, and I'm going to put Blackclad up here. At which point, that one gets replaced with that one. Let's just double check that's the right one. Page 1 of 4, yes. Which means this one gets wiped and becomes a spare. You see, this is why we need paperwork. This is why paperwork is important. And this is why I'm bad at paperwork. How did I... This is because I don't know why I put Blackclad under the Blackclad Wanderer over here. That makes... Yeah. Derp. I see building 1 as being a mosh pit again. As always. Right. Let's get back to the Frozen Archives and something a little bit more less sane. Thank you to all 3 of you for those recruitments, though. And we have a event Pokemon in chat. It is absolutely amazing for people to hang out and collect those channel points, and then have a permanent addition to this world. It is lovely. And it does help this world feel alive. I know that's a strange thing to say, having things that could murder you roaming around the world. But it does help this world feel alive. Hey ho, hi ho, back through the nether we go. Woohoo! To be honest, most things in the game could murder you, especially if you're Alistair. True. Don't fall for it, chat. He's just trying to get you to spend channel points. Yes. I mean, the obvious comment there would be, if I didn't give you a way of using channel points, what's, why would that? Feg just caught a shiny. Also, apparently having the cam account here was very useful because several of these copper trapdoors have aged while we've been gone. Nicely done, Feg. I mean, I could just completely ignore channel points and have it so that you don't actually get anything to do with them. This way, there are things you can do with them. You trade it away if somebody wanted it, and you know how. I know you can. You can't directly trade with another person. That's the one thing that you can't do. At least not that I'm aware of. Frauke could probably correct me on this. You can only random trade. Yeah, and that feels like it would be a bad idea. Yeah, it's a distinct boo. It's almost as bad, but then again, it could be worse. It could be the trading that they put into the other Pokemon game that they put out on Android and iOS and so forth. Hey, Mad, the mobile one. Pokemon. No, not Pokemon Go. The other Pokemon. I think it's just the Pokemon trading card game. Pokemon Stop. that sounds like what you say to a Pokemon when it's just being a complete nutter brat. Pokemon, no! Pokemon Stop! I'm out of bone meal. So let's grab a bit more of that. Have I got shears? Yes, I have. Pokemon TCG. Thank you, Dragon. I knew somebody would know the one I meant. Even if I didn't. I know what I meant. I just didn't know what it was. Yes, the other Pokemon. The one where they implemented a terrible system allowing you to trade them. And initially, the only way you could trade them... no. It just no. Right, I'm going to put one there. One there. I'm going to put another one here. Kind of wish these things could grow on their own without me having to bone meal them. And then I could just sort of thingamajiggle them. But, meh. Actually, I'd like to put one on the bottom of that. That's not the right block, but oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put that there. There. And is that two? That's two already. I think that's what I want to do with that. I think what I do need is some fences to make it look like those pale oak are connected to something. Oh, and we have a Heil Hydrate. Heil Hydrate! And a stretch as well. Oh, up we get. Come on. Remember how to use... yeah. Oh. Such stretch. Much popcorn. Thank you, Feg. Everyone remember, it's not just the streamer gotchi. You do have to look after yourselves as well. Hydrate, snap, crackle, scots, stretch. Look after yourselves. Right, let's put that back in there. There was something I was going to do. Oh, yes. Yes. No. The other one. That. Come on, Scots. You know how to climb stairs. I know you were. I know you know how to climb stairs. You were there when they were invented. Actually, I think I probably... No, I think that's... How do I get to this bit? Ah, yes. No, maybe. I need a fence gate there. And another couple of bits of doohickey. Do I have any fence gates? Ooh, yes. Fantastic. Don't know why I only picked up 2. Probably going to regret it. There we are. I'm going to put one there. And I'm actually going to put some more leaves on that. Let's do the other side first. Right. You get that. You get that. Ooh. Oh, no. This side. Oops. That's a problem. That can be dealt with. I should have picked up more fence gates. Let's grab that many. And some more pale oak leaves. I need to make this look a little bit less one-dimensional. Anyhow, so let's do... Excuse me. Ah, that's the reason. There. And there. You, and you. Here. Nyah! You ever have that moment where you just absolutely regret every decision that you make? Get back here. Yep. There we go again. Here we go again with the sigh. Yes, those moments are days that end in Y. Yes. I think it's also what result in the question. Why? I'm going to put that there and another one there. Those moments are usually when your eyes are open. Ow. I should eat before I manage to drop myself off something again. Because otherwise, you're going to have the embarrassing moment where I manage to drop myself off of something and accidentally die. Which really would result in the no drama safety llama just being utterly, utterly done with me. There, bit here, bit here. There, here, here. Gonna leave those bits. You get a bit. And I'm stuck. Let's take this out. I think I'm done with... I'm not done with this. I've got no way up to the top here anymore. Oh well, we'll sort that out when... We'll cross that bridge once we've built it. I need you there, you there. there. And there. That's better. Oh, I need a bit up there. I need to sleep first. Actually, no, I don't think I do. Right, I need to do the front, though. We're also about 120 seconds from quote 200. Give or take a little bit. So let's get this done. You get that. Can I reach this? Yes. And again. My word. Anyone would think I was building where I need. Yeah, I know, Taran. This is the problem. I often find that any of the building that I do, I just lose track of time. This is why quote 200 exists. Because it just, at time just disappears. Usually without me being able to actually explain why it took so dang long to build anything. All of this is going to need to be landscaped, but we knew that in the first place, and I've left scaffolding floating around. It often slightly annoys me and worries me that it takes just so ridiculously long to build anything. And then I realise it's all actually because I just spend so much time just having no clue what I'm attempting to build. And we have a new Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in trying to catch it. What do we got? Is that one I've ever seen before? Yeah, apparently so. Let's just try and catch it. I like that. That feels like it's appropriately sort of ancient and frozen over. I really... let's see how we... how David is doing. Because if the trapdoors have aged enough, we can probably replace a couple more. Whoa. You've aged. And you've aged. Come back here. Oh, and you've aged. That might be enough to do the front of the section. Oh, I need copper. No, not copper. Wax. I've got the copper. Alright, let's take out this bit and that bit. And I've goofed. Those should not be there. Because if I put those there, I can't put the trapdoors here. I'm also wondering... I'm still wondering if I need to take these back by one. And I think what I'm going to do is take that one back by one and that one back by one, but leave the lowest one. And then I will take this one back by one. And this one back by one. Just to give it that feel that it's got some sort of irregularity. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, right. Let us quote 200 the heck out of this thing and see what it looks like in Pretty's mode. Hello, Void. I did wax them again. Yes, okay. Thank you. Ooh. That is significantly different from how it started today. Oh, that is so much better. And oh, that's nice. With the sort of snowy snow, with the snow and the foliage on the top, that feels much more like it's part of this landscape. And how does it look from the back? Oh, that's perfect. I think once the middle trapdoors have aged up right, this is going to look just right. And I think the river and having the other building sort of more existing, because there currently isn't an upper floor to this building, and there will be. Yeah. Oh, that that basically just shows up everything around it. The exterior on the left and the building on the right need to exist, and the river, because that section in the middle just totally shows up everything else. I hate it when I manage to build a section and now just everything else looks terrible because it's not been done yet. Oh. But yes, I think everybody's input on this, as I've been working on this, has really helped it come out to this quality, and thank you for joining me during this. Actually, how does it look down the middle while you're... Oh, Fox has gone to sleep on the bridge. That's just lovely. That's adorable. I may have to keep a fox on the bridge. And I've just realised all the leaves are going to get snow on top of them as it snows. So I should probably go through and put snow on top of them. Just to sort of fill out that foliage a bit better. I'm very happy with the way this has come together. That is one of those things that I didn't know how this was going to work until it worked. I'm sure that probably doesn't make sense. But yeah. So, thank you to everyone for joining me today. It has been great fun, and thank you to everyone for joining the Squirrel Scurry and contributing towards our next charity donation. I can find the right words in a second. And thank you to those who have collected channel points and traded them in today. That is equally also fantastic. And thank you to everyone who has just been here. Having you here, as I've just said, is really fantastic because it does help me. And it gives me somebody to chat to while I try and build. And I really enjoy having you all here while I do. I will be back again tomorrow, where we will be back on the Guild Rush server, trying to progress all of those advancements that we really need to get before we get into the weekend, which will be mayhem. For Saturday is the, oh god, the wither, how many withers are we getting thrown at us? Which will be painful. However, I am going to send us on a raid because there are some fantastic people who are streaming right now and who are absolutely fantastic. And goodness, it has been that long since I have not sent anybody in the direction of Corrupted Tree for a few days. So let's go. The Wither Death. Yeah. The Wither Death is going to be insane because it is an event where more withers will be added as more money comes in during that event. Oh boy. But yes, I'm going to send you in the direction of the absolutely fantastic Corrupted Tree, who is on the Guild Rush server. I will not hold the fact that they are from a different team against them. They are an amazing streamer. And so, have a good time zone. Have a fantastic evening. Be amazing as always. And I hope to see you all again soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.